Welcome back to the DK Project.
All right.
Greetings, podcast listeners. It's time for episode 44. Man, we're recording early in the morning. This is different. I don't know.
Yes.
I get up, get my game face on right out of the gate. I could do it. I mean, champions adjust. That's what we do.
Birds are doing the morning chirp. I mean,
Why you gotta gay it up, dude?
what do you mean?
There's dew on the lily. There's frost on the pumpkins. Get the hell out of here.
Hey.
It's okay. It's okay. I enjoy the birds too.
No, the house was dripping with the dew.
We may have to start this thing over. How's everybody doing? We are, what is it? We're Friday today. A Friday recording. I love it. I love it. Get something going for the weekend so all my dedicated fans have something to mill over. Otherwise, that Monday morning commute, man, that commute sucks unless you're listening to the DK Project. Make sure you're telling all your friends, passing the word around. Hey, I got some sports news. Twins are kicking ass. Telling you, man, they struggle to beat the Royals, but they pound, 4 homers at that thing?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm nervous about we're going to win the division for sure. I'm not worried about that.
Wow, way to jinx it.
No, I mean, no. What's it? Or I think it's 3 now is the magic number.
Yeah.
So, and we're good. Problem
It'll be
is
fine.
Our pitching. Our starting pitching is a problem.
It's standard Minnesota fare to get into the playoffs and then just take a dive. Are we going to end up with the Yankee right out of the gate?
I think we are.
God!
Which somehow we're impotent against them when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah, I saw the stats, and who's the other team? Cleveland, that's doing really well. And Cleveland is playing Detroit right now.
Well, Cleveland is the team is chasing us to try to catch us.
I know. But
yeah.
So we're playing Kansas City, and we generally beat Kansas City in this series. I mean, record overall.
Generally.
Yeah. And the Indians, the tribe, are playing the Tiger, and they are 17-1 in the last 18 games.
They might not even. I don't know.
So I think they're going to handle the Tigers.
Yeah.
Because they must suck.
The Tigers?
Yeah. How'd you like to be a Detroit fan? You got the Lions. You got the Detroit Tigers.
The Lions are 2-0.
Oh well, they always start off rosy and then they shit the bed. Speaking of football, shit in the bed.
Oh my goodness.
Kirk Cousins, get out of town. I never liked the man.
You never. You
know what?
Him.
When you look at a quarterback, look at Joe Montana. Look at Brett Favre or that other turkey over there in Cheeseland.
Aaron
Rodgers. Or Steve Young. I mean, you look at these guys, they're just stone cold killers.
Who's your favorite quarterback?
You look at Kirk Cousins and you're looking at, you can see right through his head. There's nothing there.
I don't know. He has trouble. You
got to look like a winner. And I'm not talking like that. Like, he just doesn't come off as a guy who's going to kick ass.
No, when shit gets crazy, he doesn't do well. You know, if
is that what you want in a quarterback?
Not at all. I never was for that at all. I would have liked to keep Keenum.
Case Keenum.
And then
how's he doing this year?
Good.
He's a Redskin, isn't he?
He's doing well. And here's the thing.
He might be in Denver.
No, he's not in Denver.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? How do I know that?
Where's Case Keenum playing?
Washington.
He's a skin. Okay, continue.
Okay. So when he gets rattled, he sucks, and you can't have that.
I don't even know that he has to be rattled. I just think he sucks.
So if you have Case Keenum, and then you can go get another free agent, and or two for that $85 million guaranteed for 3 years, you can help your team out.
Is this the third year?
No, this is the second year.
I'm not happy. We need like hardcore badass QB, and we don't have it. We have every other tool in the box. We're ready to go. We're ready to get some hardware. Hey, did you ever see the, when everybody was doing that 10-year thing? Like, here's what I looked like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that one for the Vikings?
No.
They showed their trophy case, and it was empty. And then they showed the current trophy case, which is also empty.
Empty.
Come on.
That's pretty bad.
I'm ready. Well, come on. You know what? The organization has money. These guys know how to run a business. Is that Spielman still around?
Yeah.
I think I found the problem.
Yeah, you think Spielman?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing. Like I said, I watch football because there's generally nachos. If there's nachos, I'm in. Hey, speaking of which, you know who hit I did a 3-restaurant Saturday.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. God.
Is this a breakfast, lunch, dinner
I
thing,
wonder
or
why I'm just morbidly
just that
obese. Yeah, I don't even remember where I went. It seems like so long ago. This is a long week.
Yeah.
Woo.
Tell me about it.
Telling you, getting out of town today, though, baby. Ooh, going to see the kid play some soccer. Little bit of kickball.
That'll be fun.
Hey.
What's the weather in Phoenix right now? About 90?
Hotter than hell and dry.
Well, it's a dry
It's
heat.
the desert.
It's a dry heat.
Hey, I noticed something the other day. I was driving around, and just a pure off-the-wall question for you. If you're out mowing, I know you got the big rider, but if you're out mowing your lawn
Yep.
and you're doing push mowing, do you wear safety glasses?
No.
I saw this the other day.
Well, I wear sunglasses. I mean, I have glasses on.
Yeah, but like if it's not sunny out and you're mowing the lawn, you're not purposely wearing glasses for protection. Are you?
No.
Do people do that? I saw it the other day. Like, come on, dude. You're wearing
With the big white or the clear. Like huge.
yeah, clear all the way around. Yeah, I'm just like, what is that? That is crazy. I don't.
On the rider.
You know what? The wife doesn't let me mow the lawn.
Why?
She handles it. That's her thing. She mows the lawn.
I need one of those.
It looks damn nice too. Although if I had a zero turn, I'd push her down to, hey, I'm mowing. You
just
get out of my
attack
way.
her?
I'm telling you, I used to have some acreage. It was like an acre and a half. And I had the old, Kubota rider, and then I traded that baby in for a zero turn. Cut my time in half.
Yeah, the zero turn, I'll tell you what.
And it's fun to drive. I used to do that when I was in my youth. I mowed lawns for a lawn service where it was like the zero turn, but you like stood on those wheels.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're
You're
bogey
behind
wheels.
it.
Oh, man. Fun. I saw there was a guy who rolled one off a hill one time.
That's trouble.
Yeah, I saw some guy mowing yesterday on a hill. I thought he was going to lose it.
Hey, do you remember? I don't even know how this popped into my head. I guess this shit happens early. Stuff happens early in them. I'm still on the no swearing thing.
Are you really?
I think I am.
I don't think you actually made it through last show. So
I'm trying though.
Did you restart at the end of the show?
Yeah, I'm trying.
A fresh start.
Yes. Every day is a
Gotta
new
keep
beginning.
the children happy. Well, I'm not. It's Friday. I'm not sure I can abide by those rules.
We're gonna try. So remember when? So we're talking about.
I want everyone to know that
mowers.
Dave's wearing jammies today, which is really weird.
I have comfy pants on.
Yeah, those are jammies.
No, they're not.
They look like Christmas jammies, dude.
You know what? Next time
you got early season Christmas jammies.
They are
on?
Christmas jammies,
Oh.
but they're my most comfortable jammies. And I'll tell you another thing. The top of this
looks like
says
you ate your breakfast off of it.
It says "You serious, Clark?" on it. These are
They're
Christmas vacation
Oh!
jammies.
I knew they were Christmas jammies, dude. I knew it. I just had to get it out of you.
All right, so now that you're done interrupting me
All right,
on this.
yeah, you go.
So
You
remember
go.
when we were kids? This is like the zero turn or mower thing. This is an important thing. Big wheel. Okay, this is a serious question. Big wheel or green machine? Go.
I think I was big wheel. Do I even know what a green machine is?
Yeah, that was the one where the back end turned and crap.
Oh, no, I was big wheel all day. I'll burn a set of tires on a big wheel.
I was big wheel until I saw the green machine and flipped.
Then you upgraded?
No, I never got to get one. I just wanted one. It's always that thing about
Well,
you
you can
want
still
what you
get
don't
one.
have. They still sell eBay, baby.
Oh, I'm sure. You can buy anything on eBay. No, man, that was the best when you were on a hill.
Yeah.
You get flying on that thing and you hit the brake. Boom.
You just skid it out like you're in
just
NASCAR.
a little vision of what was to come in your future with madman driving. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I dug it. When my college kid was a little dude, he had one of those cars. They have those plastic cars where now they have like Escalades and Range Rovers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He had a John Deere with a dump box. We wore through a set of tires on that thing. I had to order replacement tires.
Really?
And they were that hard plastic. And a set of gears. Like, I had to rebuild the rear end on the thing. He drove it everywhere. It was like his commuter.
That's awesome.
And he was little.
So when Alex had one, we bought the cheaper version, and then I took and made Mercedes stickers and put them all over it.
I got a new logo kit for it.
We're gonna buy the Kia, and turn it into a Benz. We called it rolling in the Benz.
It's the American way.
Yes.
I hear you. I dig it. I think, God, I can't wait to have grandkids that you can buy that shit for. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy the Kia, and I'm going to put the good logos on it.
Yeah, all you got to do is make them or buy them, and shit, you can print anything.
You know what? One of my my companies I'm working on a sponsorship from customizes Legos.
Yeah.
You could probably start a whole business just customizing kids' toys into nicer toys.
Right.
Shh, keep that between us.
Yeah.
I think that's legit. Like, you could get sticker kits for bikes. Like, get that cheap piece of shit Huffy, and you get, like, mongoose stickers for it.
Turn it into
red line.
Yes, and turn it into it.
Oh,
I'm
man.
telling you.
And then I'm telling you, where does it end? Where does it end? You take your Kia Sorento and you turn it into a real car.
You got a bunch of guys driving Hondas around with Harley stickers on them.
That doesn't sound like a Harley. I think that we could do maybe a little bit more deeper, what do they call it? Exhaust. Oh. I used to have you see that a lot. These kids have these Suzukis or Yamahas, and they look like a Harley. It's kind of like when you see one of those Porsche 356s, and they're like $1 million for a real one.
Well, yeah.
But you can get a kit
to make it.
But the kit sounds like a Volkswagen. That's how you know.
Because it is. I mean,
that's how you know. But you know what? I don't give a shit.
There's a distinct difference.
It can sound like a Volkswagen as long as I get one.
A Harley and a Honda are different machines.
Bingo. Night and day.
They sound different. They ride different. They drive different. Everything about them is different.
Hey, was that your big wheel segment?
Well, no, but
there's more.
It just popped into my head.
Oh.
Because remember the commercials? Not to belabor the big wheel process here. Of the kid riding and then pulling that brake and then spinning that thing around. So I believe you that you were ripping down the hill and
that was my thing.
Out.
You know what? I live on a hill right now. My kids weren't little when we moved there, but boy, you could have let her rip.
Big wheeled the heck out of that.
You know what? This is big soccer week, right?
Yeah.
It's like fall soccer is like cram it into a month.
Why is it a big soccer week?
Well, because we got kid games. I'm announcing the boys varsity games. I did a little girls varsity announcing.
So it's Darren's big soccer week.
Yeah.
It's not like a worldwide big soccer
I don't know if you're new to the show or not, but it's kind of about me.
You're right.
And we're going to see some soccer tonight. But here's a little thing I picked up on and I thought I should share. So my little dude plays C Squad. My senior plays JV, and then I got a college kid playing club. So I've been to 1 million soccer games now. I used to not know anything about the sport. Now I'm pretty familiar, but we should have 3 refs, and generally the JV and the C squad are getting the shaft. C squad will generally have 1 ref. A lot of times the JV girls don't have any refs, and the coach has the ref. Anyway, I digress. So this week, the little dude's playing a C squad game. And they're handling this team pretty well. I don't know. It's probably like 3 or 4 to nothing. 3 to 4 to 0. And and they score. And the ref blows the whistle. Only ref. And he blows the whistle and he runs off the field to go to the Biffy.
Huh?
He took a break in the middle of the game to go to the can. Is that unheard of or what?
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Come on.
Well, no, I mean, what if it was an emergency situation up in your life where you've tried to pinch one and you just can't? It's gotta. I distinctly remember a Menard situation.
That is true. That is true. Okay. I'll give it to you. Circle gets a square. I think. Yeah, that's a good point right there.
I mean, you gotta.
Speaking of which, we went out for happy hour yesterday before the game, and the little dude had to spend about 35 in the old Biffy at the soccer game.
Really?
Yeah, he logged some. He said he was in there so long, it was light when he went in and dark when he came out. That boy puts the chicken down. Damn. Wow. Boy, you got to lay off the chicken. Hey, did you get out on the lake this week?
Not a bit.
I did. I took one of my boats out of the water, so I have the other boat.
One of the boats.
And
Thursday. I took out
3-hour tour. Yeah. So we go out on the boat, and I don't know if the water levels are high or what, but I had one guy who was laying into me pretty good about, hey, no wake, slow down, no wake, and I'm like, oh, all right, I didn't realize it, but I don't have tilt and trim on this rig, so you get what you get,
Right.
So I'm cruising along, and I get over by Excelsior, and I'm cruising into Excelsior. Nothing wrong. I'm not no bigger wake than anybody else. And this lady drives by in a pontoon with two other ladies on it, so it was a 3-lady boat.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks over at me, and she starts, like, signaling her hand down, like pushing down, like I need to slow down. And I had my shirt off, so I was looking extra special.
She wasn't going weight down.
Yeah,
she was going wake down.
You need to slow down on the eating is what she was saying. She
no
goes,
more nachos.
She goes, she's doing the hands down. So I look over at her, and we're close, enough to where we can communicado. And I look at her, and I do the hands up like raise the roof. I'm like, yeah, baby.
Jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Jump.
And she looks over at me like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, let's raise the roof, huh? And she turns to me, boom, middle finger out of nowhere.
How old was she?
God, I don't know, 60? Like old enough to where we don't do finger gestures anymore.
I want to party with that grandma.
Jesus. Well, I think she was partying with her two lady friends. But she got aggressive early. So, and I actually had this happen to me yesterday. I was at a stoplight, securely stopped, hitting a couple things on my phone. And
That's illegal, by the way.
And I had some guy goes, good. And I'm like on this one lane, and it was a lane over. He was going the other way, stopped. So he's looking like his driver's side is facing my driver's side, but we're a median apart. And he goes, get off the damn phone. And I look over at him and I go,
yeah, I don't want to party with that
God,
guy.
I love that.
Oh.
Nothing pisses somebody off more when you just laugh in their face.
They hate that.
Like okay, there, buddy. What I should have said was, where's your phone? Like, I know you have one. I know it's close to you. You just don't happen to be on it right now.
Right.
So I told him, I'm like, hey, you know what? I didn't tell him anything. I told myself.
Right.
I'm working on it.
Right.
Just like you're not swearing. Right. I was talking to the Big Easy yesterday. He and I drive a ton for our real jobs. And there should be a little caveat to those of us who live in our car that when we're in certain spots, certain locations, it's okay to use your phone.
Like a county road. Use it away.
I was on a county road today on my phone.
Was it dangerous?
And I looked up 4 deers.
Oh, really?
4 deers looking me in the face. Could you imagine being where normally if you hit a deer, oh, bummer. But
right.
If you can take 4 out, I mean, that's meat for a whole community. I'm feeding.
You can fill up
it's the old loaves and fishes
venison.
thing. Why teach them to hunt when you can feed them for a month?
With one strike of the car.
One strike. If I'm going to wreck the car, let's wreck the car. Yeah, so I got to back off on that. That's a lot like you're swearing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Sometimes it just happens. But
dangerous.
If you try and control it, it can be done. It can be done. So, yeah, that was my morning. I got up too early. There's a section of road over here where you're always going to see deer crossing. It's like a like a major interstate for deer.
It's like a deer highway.
Yeah, it's a deer highway.
They need a light.
They need a deer crossing sign.
They don't have one.
Do you think if they put up a light like those cross guard lights that you could train the deer to bump the little button with their nose so that the flashing lights would
I don't know, but at least you could like have some sort of thing come down like a train.
like a deer cross arm.
Yes. Whoop, deer
Oh, shit, deer. Oh, boy, these new deer cross arms sure are nice.
Well, as long as we're on the animals, I have a question. Let's say you got a grill. It's on the deck. You're getting ready to grill. And you open up the grill and you have a family of opossum, possum. I call them possums, opossums, whatever, that take up residence in your grill. What do you do?
Okay, one thing.
What do you do?
Why are we calling it an opossum?
I think it's an opossum.
No.
It's not a possum. That's what Granny Clampett called it, a possum.
What?
It's opossum.
Oh, possum. You know what? I'm going to let that slide because I don't know. I don't speak possum. I can Google it.
Opossum?
I can put that in my Googler.
What do you do?
Well, I'll just Google possum and see what comes up. Post-show research has shown that opossums and possums are different animals. Opossums live in North America, while possums live in Australia and other countries. Both are marsupials, but possums are more closely related to kangaroos. There you go. Now you know. But
No, what do you do if they come into your grill?
I turn the bitch on.
And just fire them up?
You know what? I had a possum in my garage.
Yeah.
And they really do play possum. Like they
pretend they're dead.
Yeah, they pretend they're dead. It is just dead weight. I got in a bad fight with it. I won.
So there's this thing on the Twitter machine.
I set him free. He had a bloody nose when he left, though. I worked him pretty good.
Did he get any shots in?
He got nothing. Well, you know what? Technically, he did because I think someone in my house had a small piece of stool in their pants after they saw him in my garage.
Oh, I bet.
So that's one hit for the old possum.
I bet.
Yeah, what did you do?
No, it didn't.
Are you having possum stew tonight?
No, it's on Twitter, and I saw it, and this person has let the possum decide to live in the grill.
Oh,
and is
bullshit.
not doing anything about it. They're growing a family in the grill.
That's someone who doesn't appreciate their grill.
Right.
They should have that grill taken away.
I
You should call Grill Social Services.
fully agree.
That's B as in B, S as in S. That's Bolsheviks. Come on.
No, and then they update it with pictures about the possum living in the grill,
Was
raising
that
the
local
kids.
here?
No, it's got to be down in like
I was going to say, because I ran mine out.
Tennessee
Mine was in
or
the
some
winter.
shit.
And I ran that bitch across the street, or across
maybe
the ice.
mountains of West Virginia. I don't know where.
Well, they would eat it there. If it was in West Virginia, they'd heat that baby up.
Hey, they were climbing around the babies right around the burner. I was thinking, well, you can fix the possum problem immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn that thing
Just
on.
add lighter fluid. Hey, speaking of questions, I've got two of them here. So, what do you think about the zipper merge? You know, I think you can tell a lot about a person by how they zipper merge. So you come up, and a good prime example near us is when you're going on 384 and you're opting not to go into the city. You're going to go 94 East, 94 West.
I have feelings about this.
So at any given point, I always have to zipper merge there. Are you just falling in line as soon as you see it? Or are you going till the last minute, cutting somebody off and doing your thing? What are you?
I fall in line when I see it.
Are you shitting me?
No. I don't cut anybody off
Dude,
on that.
You should be driving a Subaru. Are you kidding me?
No, because I hate when people do it to me. I hate it.
So you're going to take like 45 minutes of your life and waste it because you don't want someone to feel bad about you moving in front of them?
No, I get deeper into the line and then when something opens up, but I don't wait for the last second. I'll go like 3/4 down and then get in. I don't just pull into the right lane and then wait.
Yeah,
for
I'll get up
everybody.
close to the front, look for a gap, and then I'll make my move.
But I don't cut anybody out. I mean, I'll just kind of slide in when it's
I
good.
think in my opinion,
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use it outside permission to Ricky Bobby.
I'll even wave to him.
You know what? I could be I'll wave too. Right. Usually one finger at a time.
Right.
So I consider myself a professional driver on an open course because I drive a lot. So what I'll do is I'll pull up towards the front and wait, because somebody will always either be on their phone or they'll be doing something where there's a gap where they don't accelerate right away. They don't stay where they're supposed to.
Right.
Boom, I'm in there. Because that's their fault. They left that open.
See, I agree with that. That's what I do.
That's fair game. Oh, well, now you're changing your deal.
No, I just look
You can't be I get in when I get there and then be I'll slip in when they leave room. You can't be both.
Well, if they
Pick a side.
If they don't leave room, how do you slip in?
Then you gotta lube them and get it in there.
Just muscle your ass in there.
Whatever it takes, baby.
It's like,
you know what?
Boom,
On that
boom,
particular one right there, back when you could have a map book out and a cigarette in one hand and a Pepsi and be shifting gears, I waited too long. And there's a double white line once you get in there.
Right.
And you can't cross a double white line. So I roll in there, and I make my move right at the last second. I mean, this was last second. And there's a goddamn cop standing there.
Well, yeah, they'll pinch you for that.
He just points at me. Pull over. So I pulled over. I think I got a ticket.
Well, of course you did. You can't cross a double white line.
I just laughed at him. I'm like, come on, buddy. Come on. You're one of us. We got to stick together.
You're like Ricky Bobby.
I'm telling you, man. That is okay. That's the zipper merge segment for today. Here's another question for you. So I got it when I was in Europe. I got into this new. It's on Netflix over there, but it's on Amazon over here. So I get into this new series called Suits, and I think we talked about it because I think it's a pre-stroke thing where I watched it, but I forgot that I watched it. So now I'm watching it again. And it's kind of new, but hence I remember things. So anyway, this is the segment 2 of the Suits update.
Right.
So now I'm at the portion of this where I'm only like 2 or 3 seasons into it. And Meghan Markle is in it.
I like Meghan Markle.
Well, you should watch this thing then. So here's my question. Question number 2.
All right.
If you're in a series, say Meghan Markle, and then all of a sudden, you marry into royalty, which makes you royalty. Do you take your, hot sex scenes off of can you stop TV? I mean, there's, some pretty steamy sex scenes with her in this network show.
Like skin and stuff?
Well, I'm not that far in yet, but,
Let me ask you a question.
Areas that you wouldn't see at church.
Are you hoping to see some skin on Meghan?
I don't know. I don't know what I think about her. She kind of looks to me like she might stink.
What?
Yeah, she's like one of those people that just has a smell to her. I don't know. Maybe.
She could possibly stink.
She could be a stinker. I don't know. I mean, no, she's a decent looking gal. Don't get me wrong.
Just general body odor.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, there's people that have that. We used to have a kid in high school high school that I don't know if he was a pig farmer, shit farmer, what he was, but man, he had a smell. It was like, is it Linus that has the little cloud around him all the time on the Peanuts thing?
So, yeah, we talked about this the other day.
This guy I think his name we called him Pew.
That's really mean. That's bullying.
Oh yeah, but back when I was young, you could do that.
You could bully.
You could bully. It wasn't real bullying. It was, hey, that's our way of subtly saying, hey, buddy, how about running a loofah on that? No. So maybe that's what Harry's telling Meghan. No, I have no idea. But I bring this question up because I was watching the show the other day, and I'm like, this can't be good for the royal family. I mean, really?
Because of the smell?
No. They're obviously past that. I mean, they've got a deal. I mean, I think they're gonna make it work.
Do you think she's got a royal servant that just walks around with Febreze?
And then you hear this. You hear that's the Febreze, right. And then you hear Oh shit, Megan's coming. Look out, look out.
Right.
Stinky Megan's on her way.
You think that's what they call her? Stinky Megan?
Stinks McGee. They say that Sting stinks.
I've heard that.
Yeah, see? Some people just smell.
Heard that.
People say I stink, but I don't care. They can call me Pew if they want. I don't care. So my point is what is the, how old is the old mother, whatever, the leader lady?
Queen Mother?
Yeah, the Queen Mum. Queen Mum. She's like 90 something. So she probably doesn't care.
I don't know. She's pretty spry, though.
I mean, they struggled with the whole mixed race, she's mixed. Meghan Markle is. And that came up during the wedding thing. Nobody said anything about stinking. But now they have this, I don't know, they must have known. It's been out forever. And I'm sure she's done other stuff. She's an actress.
It was probably part of the vetting thing, I'm sure. Maybe they went in and said, okay, you can do this, but you can't show any stuff.
So maybe as we go down, well, you know what? I think this is, this is probably this Suits was probably a network TV show.
Well, yeah, but this is.
So we're not going to see anything.
Are you disappointed?
I don't know. I wouldn't say disappointed, but, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I
don't know what to tell you. You got me throwing off my game here a little bit because I'm having a hard. What kind of shoes does she wear? Okay,
she's there. Well, on the show, it's high heels and whatever.
Because I got to know what the footwear is before I care about the stink. Because, like I told you the other day,
good footwear could override a stink?
Correct.
Bullshit.
No, it can.
Really?
I'm telling you, but
I gotta see your wife's shoe collection.
Bad footwear could override the most beautiful smell ever.
Dude, you should have your head examined.
I should.
There's something wrong with you.
I should.
So it's a shoe thing, not a foot thing.
I tried to tell you that. You were saying ugly feet. I'm like, I don't care about the feet.
I can see it as a foot thing. Like if a gal's got ugly feet, I'm out.
No, it's a shoe thing. What kind of shoes are you wearing? If you're wearing those white Ked things, you better just get away.
Dude, you are absolutely crazy.
I could be.
How many shoes does your wife have?
Oh, a lot.
God. I don't know.
But
dude.
Sometimes...
We ain't got time for that.
Sometimes she'll wear a pair of shoes and I'll just take an Uber to where we're going. It's fine.
I'm going Dutch tonight, huh?
Yeah, I'm out.
When she's wearing the wooden clogs. Yeah. We're going Dutch, huh?
Right.
Literally.
Right.
God, I don't know, dude. You got issues. That's crazy shit.
Lots of them.
I don't even know what to tell you on that one. That one just threw me for a loop right there. Hey, something I want to grab onto here before we wrap her up. Ooh, I got a little nug for next week too. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so here's the deal. Minneapolis is not safe. It is not safe to be in downtown Minneapolis right now.
Not lately.
You know what? You can't park down there because of all their bullshit parking. You got to have 2 hours on the meter, and then you got to move your car. You can't stay at a meter for longer than 2 hours. If you can find a spot, garbage. Okay, so now there's 2 videos going around of, I don't want to say gang violence, but like 9 guys beating up on one guy.
I saw
that. And they take all of his clothes. The one guy, they hit him with a planter. They threw a planter at him. Then they ran a bike over, like a pedal bike.
I saw that.
Both of these videos were all black people beating on a white guy.
Correct.
They take all of his clothes. They leave him there in like his underwear and his undershirt. And nobody helps, which is a problem. Yep. I mean, obviously, if there's 9 guys beating on one guy, you're not going to jump into that. But you should. But how come there's nobody with White Lives Matter shirts on? Or how come there's nobody with protesting that this was a race crime or a hate crime? I mean, it just gets pulled up. You know, obviously it's in the news because it's a Minneapolis issue that there's problems with the violence, and everybody's aware of it. Like my accountant's coming into town from Timbuktu. She's like, I'm not leaving the sky, you know, the inner workings of the buildings.
Right.
You know, because people are afraid.
Right.
But where does it stop? Like, I mean, and why is this not a hate crime? Why, if that was a 9 white guys and a black guy there? Holy snot rockets.
Over the news.
There'd be protests going mad.
And there would be the same level of distaste I have for that behavior. I don't care what color the people are.
I don't either, but I just think there's such a double standard.
There is a double standard with it.
And it's frightening that, the only people that are looking at this, it just gets passed over in the news. They're talking about it because it's violent crime in Minneapolis, which needs to be addressed.
Extremely
violent. And I
violent
just saw a news article that they actually arrested some of the people who were involved in this. I mean, they have it all on camera. How can they not?
It was right by Target Field, that one.
The one with the bike and the planter and stuff. That's just horrible. It's just horrible.
I mean, the sculpture of Witcham
18 charged in connection with group robberies in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Authorities have charged 18 people in connection with a spree of group robberies that sparked questions over policy levels in downtown Minneapolis. The Hennepin County attorney, blah, 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 ranging from ages 15 to 27, in connection with 2 robberies in August, with 4 of them aged 15. Damn! It's absolutely crazy, but it looks like they got 18 people were arrested. That's crazy. It says it happened August 3rd when about a dozen people beat up and kicked a man. They tried to mug for his cell phone. For a cell phone! Remember when they used to do this for starter jackets?
Oh, I do.
Damn. They took his shoes. They took his pants.
Well, it's all on video.
It's just crazy. As the victim lay on the ground, the group jumped on him, hit him with planted pots, ran over him with a bicycle.
Did some judo karate flip onto him.
Ching flang bloom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got it all on video, but something's got to be done. People got to step up and, put a stop to this. And, it all comes down to we don't have enough cops. We need more cops.
We need something.
Put some more feet on the street.
How about when people are like, someone's getting their ass kicked and getting assaulted and people are standing there videoing it and no one's helping the person?
Yeah.
Like this teacher, there was a video of her just getting her ass kicked by 2 students, and there's students in the class filming it and not helping her.
That's everybody's go-to.
Beyond me.
Nobody lives in the moment. I got to film this. And it's crazy. Put your phones down. I don't know. I say that probably at least once a night at my house. Put your phones down. It used to be worse with the college kid in the house.
I bet all those people that wanted to film it are for legalizing pot too.
What?
Yeah. I hate that too. Everything's
What's the connection there?
Well, because it's just going to shit.
Jesus.
The whole thing's going to pot.
I'm telling you. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
The whole thing's going to pot.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting off of this train going nowhere.
Oh.
We can't waste any more valuable podcast minutes on it.
That was beautiful radio.
Hey, listen to this.
What do you got?
Are you crying? You don't have to cry, dude.
No, I'm not crying.
I can't believe you're wearing jammies. Next week, we've got a return guest. Getting some feedback. We have a return guest next week. You'll have to stay tuned to see who it is.
I can't wait.
It's big. It's big.
I can't wait.
It's one of the well, I think there's only been 3, so you could oh no, I had 4. I've had 4.
Is
4
it somebody that gets
in 44 episodes.
Is it somebody that makes jokes for a living?
That doesn't narrow it down at all.
No, it doesn't.
My guest list is very comedic related. There's nothing wrong with that. So we got to wrap this thing up.
All right.
So next week, tune in because we'll have a special guest that'll probably be an extended cast. We'll probably go an hour on that one.
Can't wait.
So you'll have to stay tuned to see who that is, and make sure you don't miss it because it'll be big. But until then, everybody have a good weekend. Tell a friend about the podcast. Send them a link. Get them listening. It's time to share. Everybody need to spread the word. Like us on Facebook or however you do that. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure you keep up to date with the podcasts. So, Dave and Darren signing off. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
That's it. That's the end.
That's a wrap.
Read the shtick.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, the DK Project Podcast at gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.